Welcome to episode 14 of the Planetbase series. And as you can see, I have something about to be finished over here, and it's a large dorm. We don't really need it at this time, but I kind of want to get this path right here made. And I can't do that until what I want in here has been finished. I also, if you can see right here, there's a bit of a dark spot. This is where the oxygen generator used to be. I went ahead and moved it. I made like a second version, and once these two paths were connected, I could then delete this guy. I really didn't like the straight line that was suddenly there, so I fixed it. I've also done a little bit of trading. Hello. Just been trying to make a bit of money. We did see someone with one of the blueprints that we needed, but it was one of the more expensive blueprints, so the ones that we've been looking at have been worth, the base value has been 200, but with this one it was 400, and so yeah, not only that, it was a pretty high commission rate, and so I just didn't even try. Dang it. Alright, everything's such nice numbers. There we go. No, wait, reverse that. That? Okay. So that'll be a bit more money. Trying to make sure that when we do see one of the blueprints that we can purchase, that we have the money on hand. So now that this is all done, go ahead and do this. Ooh. And it's been a couple of days since the last days in game rather. I was kind of testing to see how stable everything was. I don't want another episode dealing with power, so I let it go through a couple of days to see if we were making it through the nights and everything like that. I was looking at all of the other all of these stats, seeing everything was getting too low. This right here, these dips right here, this is selling food opposed to losing food. Though the peak over here and the peaks over here are going down. So I'll probably put one more thing in here, probably of a starch type, just because I clicked through those but did not actually process what I was looking at. Okay. Because we are still not producing quite as many bioplastics. Good lord. We're not producing the bioplastics that we need. So is this one... This is a fast and high maintenance. This is just kind of a like a middle ground one. Because we have rice, wheat, and maize. So we don't have peas or potatoes. We have these three. Let's go ahead and do peas too. What else do we not have? We have tomatoes, mushrooms, and I assume lettuce. Yeah. So tomatoes, lettuce, mushrooms. So we don't have relish, onion. How big are the oak trees? So if we put that guy, put the radish, and then the onion, we have pretty much one of everything. We're good. We'll probably need more biologists after that, but I think that's okay. That's not something I'd be upset about having extras of around. Extras as if, like, I'm just gonna make fun of myself entirely on that one. That sounded bad. I still don't like the angle of this, but I had to be able to get the paths to work between the two while this was here. So, that's okay. I'm okay with it. I like it better than the straight line that we had. So I guess we should put some beds in here since we made it. We'll put like one there, one and one there. I don't think many people will want to sleep over on this side of the place. There's not much they would be working on to end up over here. But I want them to have as many choices on where to sleep as possible to cut down on their walking and moving around time. What are you doing? You are a builder. I'm gonna come build this. That'll be nice, so they can go through from like here and around, opposed to having to come all the way around. Just depending on where they're at, what would work best for them. We should probably get guns produced soon. Let's see, we can put a gun. Bloop, stick that right there. Okay, so she's in her room. Is this covered? No. So she's not... And is this one covered? Yeah. So she's not surveying this one, but she is looking at this guy. Not this one, but this one. I'm not too upset about that. To get here, they'd have to go through quite a bit, and to get to this point, they have to go through this room, so hopefully she can notice any intruders that walk through her corridor, like where she's sitting presently. If we're gonna have this guy, we're gonna probably need to be producing guns as well. Is that what this is? Arms? Yeah. We'll stick the gun thing right there, and then we will need, to set that limit. I don't know if I set that limit. Yeah, we don't need 20 guns. Go with 3? That way when we get new guards in, that there'll be some, because I think these have like a certain number of... Oh, they can hold quite a few guns. Okay. I guarantee saying that makes this video not viewable in restricted mode. That's okay. It still blows my mind that some of my videos are on there. Someone who doesn't curse very often or anything like that. Some of them I have no idea why it's restricted. If you're a YouTuber, that's definitely something you should check out. It's very interesting to see what's being blocked of yours that you don't know. And if you're not a YouTuber, just be aware, restricted mode blocks a lot of stuff that it probably shouldn't. Alright, so this room is mostly medicinal plants. Or I say, okay, there. I was gonna say it's exclusively, but then as I was gonna say that, he sets down metal to disrupt what I was about to say. So bioplastic is just being, it's hard to have produced right now. We do have these two working. We're completely out of ore. Or we have 1 ore. Okay, we have 2. We're just barely. There was a couple of times when I was just letting it run where none of these were running because they just didn't have the materials for it. So it was nice to build those extras, but we're not quite at the point where we need them either. But at least this way we can get to that point without having to worry about it and pay attention to it too much. But it's gonna be a while till we get these things built. Excuse me. I also want to get another one of these. And maybe put the drinking cup in there. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that. Get ourselves going a little faster. Put some more tables in here so that people can come into this half, especially once we start growing out this way. There'll be plenty of places to go. So we got some potatoes. Oh, and we got our tree. So how is... Since we've added... Oh, it takes a little bit to come in. Okay, so right here is where we had the extra oxygen. Like, we had the 2. I built another one. I destroyed the second one. So we have something interesting going on right here. This must be the building of the... Hello. The dorm that we just built. That's probably why the dip, and then I think the peak where it's going up higher than it was before, I think that's from the tree. But it will now dip down because of that tree. Because for some reason, at night, trees on this planet breathe oxygen instead of producing it. Hey, which one is this? This is the Mega Collector Patent. It's, however, worth the 400 opposed to the 200 that we've been saving for. That's really oh, it's a constructor bot. I really, really want a driller bot. At least one. I'm really looking forward to having a driller bot. Okay, so our food and meat is going down, so I'm glad that we increased that. Oh, look, our med packs are going up a little bit. We seem to be kind of using them as we're creating them at this moment. So we're gonna head and get some of more monies. There we go. Sweet, it ended out well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Sell some of those medicinal herbs. Just because they're not getting used, then they'll build up pretty fast. We did build a second workbench. I think it was last episode. By the way, I'm gonna start using cards, so if you want to, like when I mention another episode like I just did, you'll be able to click up into that card and see that video linked, so you can get there quickly if you are interested. But keep an eye out for those in my future videos. But besides the point, we're getting so much stuff done. So much built. I wonder if I could take this off of priority. Just because I don't like the big arrows yelling at me. What do you mean you've been damaged? Oh. That's too bad. That didn't seem to last. It's interesting. It almost seems like the bots that we build don't last as long as the bots that we start out with. Maybe they're just doing more, or I'm just not used to the fast forward, like the speed of being on the 4. But yeah, it didn't seem to last as long. So we're now down to do bots. Do we have a limit on the robots? I mean, I know I do. Tax, milestones, limits. 3. Okay. So they're gonna go ahead and start producing that guy here quickly as soon as we have some bioplastic on hand. Look at this awesome biodome we have here. All the food, all the stuffs. And now they can come and look at this tree for a bit of happiness when they get tired of looking at the news and working out. At least this one— oh no, Planet News. Yeah, that one's news. I don't want you working on this one. Come work out on this one. I like seeing it when they work out on this one because it's funny. But no. They always want to do the curl up. Is that what they're called? I don't know. That's for people who are fit and not me. So we got these going. We almost have the bed. We just need somebody to come build it. Wherever he is. Is it gonna be you? No, you're a worker, aren't you? I think. Has to be an engineer. Thanks, engineer. Oh, nice. You came in and did 2 things. Another one? So right now, I think I'm just gonna concentrate on trying to purchase one of these. That's not one that I really want, though. I wouldn't use that right away. A trailer bot. No. Commission too high. Send him away. That was tempting though. I really want a driller bot. We can have more ore without our workers having to be out here. It would be super useful. So I think... oh, not quite. For a minute, I wasn't hearing the beeps of these going down. I was like, I think we're producing enough that we're not even losing any power right now. See, right now we are. Man, I should have built that giant wind turbine ages ago. Who knew? Not me, clearly. Oh, we do have somebody sleeping out here. The guard. I guess that makes sense, because she works here. That makes more sense than going down into this one. Awesome. I'm excited that it's actually being used. I was worried it wouldn't be for a bit. Are we out of spares again? As always. We just have so much in the way of stuff that needs the spares that we're just struggling to keep up. So I will probably end up building a second spares in that last slot. Because it just seems to be what we need the most of at any given point. Are you? Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was a different thing because for a minute they looked very alike. The spares and the arms. Building. Thingy. Workshops! I don't know what you'd call those. These things. Workshops. Yeah, okay. Guess they're workshops. And these are plant pads. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so she's keeping an eye. I think because we have these two that are not watched, unless she doesn't watch any bedrooms. Unless she watches that bedroom. Yeah, we've reached the max number of things she's going to keep an eye on. So, if we build more rooms and we want them to be watched, like if we want these to be watched, we'll have to get ourselves another guard and have another set of this console. But right now I think she pretty much covers everything we need her to until we add another airlock, which eventually we'll have to do, just so, like, as it is, they have to walk pretty far to build stuff out in this area, so we'll have to be putting in a new airlock soon. This is another one of those big ones. Could you come over with, like, a cheap one that I want? I don't feel like I'm asking too much of you guys. I just need a specific exact patent. I'm looking for the either of the bots. That would be the preferred thing, is either of the bots. I would accept either of the GM vegetables. Actually, that's a fruit. The GM produce. There we go. So, any of those. But I guess I'll buy the next thing that costs 200. Just because I want to start collecting them. So even if it's not one I necessarily want. Don't you be okay. God, you get hurt a lot, Santiago. It's like the 4th time I've clicked on it and it's been you. Robert? Yes. He's no longer my most injured colonist. It's you. So start following the regulations, please. Stop using up my meds. Ooh, so we've got metal piling up. That's really exciting. Now it's bioplastic. I don't think I've ever had a problem with bioplastic and not metal. This is the opposite of what I'm usually having to deal with. Which is interesting. Hopefully we can get, with this second spares, we can have these produced faster. So I think, how many engineers do we have? Because it might be worth getting ourselves another engineer. Because those two both are full of what's needed and neither of them are being worked on. I think one of them, yeah. I don't know what the engineers are working on, but it's not these. And it's what I'd like them working on. So, engineers, is that you? No, biologist, engineer. So, I guess we only have, what, 3? 4? This grid is very strange. Like, you'd think this would be 3. So then this would be 4. Like, what is this, 3.2? People? It doesn't make sense to me. I think this has like a specific number. How many is it? 3. Alright, what do you got? The Farmer Dome, and it's 400. Sorry, I said the next 200 I'd buy. Alright, so. What is our permissions? 30, 50. Current is 20, or 15 out of 25. We have too many medics. So it looks like if we did turn it on, we would get just engineers. I'd assume. Again, I'm still a little unsure on how this works. So we'll go ahead and turn on colonists. Get this guy dismissed. Get on out of here. So what kind of meals we got in here? Salad and basic. Basic and salad. We're gonna pretty much always have salads at this point. Just because of how many vegetables we have. So. Let's go ahead and throw on the yellow alert. Just so nobody goes out and hurts themselves. Because I think they take damage even when they're in the mine. Like, if they wouldn't, that'd be kind of cool if, like, when the yellow alert went on, they'd stay in the mine. This is probably safer than what's going on in here, you know? But I guess they don't make their mines safe from the weather outside, I guess? I don't know. Seems like it would make sense to me, but who knows how those work. So... Also, I was noticing, I don't think I've ever seen this, like, I've seen these little attachments to the buildings. As you can see, they just look cool. But I've never seen this tall guy before. I wonder what he does. I don't know if I've seen this one either. So they must have a different set for the bigger, rooms? I guess you could call these. So, everything's looking pretty good. We've got biologists working pretty hard. The meat is probably going to start skyrocketing here. Yep. So is all of our food. But is our meals. Just a little bit. We could probably use one more meal machine. Because how many do we have right now? 18 meals and 19 people. What? Wait. Slow down. So what are you? A guard. Oh, we got another guard, another engineer, and another engineer. Okay. So 2 engineers and a second guard. So by having this second guard, Emma, these rooms will be watched more closely. There won't be as much of a time gap where there's not people. But that was all I really wanted from the colonists, so we'll go ahead and take that down. We're still short on meals compared to the people. So we'll go ahead and put one more. Where do we want it though? Right there? Yeah, let's do that. Stick that guy there. Do we still have the television in this place? I think so. I think it might be under me though. I didn't come in here so that I could not see the thing because of okay. Because sometimes when you add rooms and stuff, I think it removes TVs if they are in the way. Or did I not put one in this room? That might be the case. I might have not put one in here. But I think it might have been right in this spot where we connected these. So I think I'll put another TV in here as well. Can I not do that with the thing up? Let's take these down and do that. There we go. I guess you can't do it with the top on. So we know right there it's safe and it will not get taken down. Which will be good. So now we have an engineer and a guard sleeping out in this area. Yay! It's not completely pointless. Oh, nobody's really sleeping right now. I think it would be. But I think we've made quite a bit of progress on the inside. We didn't expand a whole lot. I mean, we kind of did. We got ourselves a new dorm, and we got this shape a little better. And we got some new colonists. But we got a lot done on the inside. We got ourselves way more meal makers, which is good. Got ourselves guns in the production. I don't know if we have any yet. I think there's a way to tell once you click on a guard whether or not they have the gun. Oh, we have made one. Because Abigail is armed. But I don't think Emma is. But I'm surprised how quickly we produced that gun. Here's to hoping that having the 2 arms spares. Okay. Here's to hoping that the 2 spares will help with our problem of constantly being out of it, plus having the extra engineers to work on it. So, if you're interested in the next episode, check the description down below for the upload schedule. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.